NewGenGamers.com.
Now, it still works under the arcade structure of time.
Yeah. You hit checkpoints, you get more time. Of course, you come in first, you're
rolling in time at that point.
you're rolling in time. Just might as well sit back and let them torture.
Now, here's the snowy course that you had mentioned.
The snowy track. I believe when I was around you playing this, I heard you let out the longest stream of cuss words ever.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, at first when I was trying this.
We are 11th of 16. And this is our third track. How many tracks are in a year?
4.
4? Okay. And the whole goal of the 10-year career is to get to first?
Yeah, and go through the 10 years with your on a racing
You get 10
career.
years to get to first?
No.
I was going to say,
you try to get to first each year.
Oh. That's a pretty shitty career. It's like Dale Jr. I'm sorry. No one's safe.
With the snowy course, you can kind of.
There's one of those. Hey, you should go screw yourself because. No.
Just hit the brakes and turn.
Yeah. There is no drifting in this game whatsoever. If you do drift, it's purely by luck. Because there was no absolute, put on the brakes and then try to slide around that corner.
Yeah.
Like that. Because if you slide around one corner, you're not going to make it
into the next.
The next one. Because no.
But I personally enjoy this game.
Right. The funny thing is that when you actually run out of time, the
game has the most
you.
It has the most cheery game overs I've ever heard.
We'll see if we get to see it this time, because there's one of these tracks that you absolutely cannot do. I don't know if it's just, what it is, but I think it's this one.
The Riviera is a little tough, especially in the rain.
Yeah. Sometimes the tracks go forward, sometimes you race them backwards, and like we said,
and sometimes you have sun. It really depends. They change the weather conditions on you.
Look, you're gonna let that nice place slip to some ass bag. Yeah.
Nope. I'll pass the ass bag.
Come on.
There's not a whole lot of straight stretch in this. Oh.
Time is up. We're retired.
I've been retired.
We gotta say it?
Game over, yeah.
Yeah, it literally says game over, yeah. And it's like, yeah. It's like, happy.
Your game is over.
But do you use the D-pad or the analog stick?
I use the analog stick.
But can you use the D-pad?
I don't know. I'll try.
So we're gonna try this again with a different car?
Yes. And
we're gonna be trying the D-pad.
You can use the D-pad.
You can use D-pad. Awesome.
It's a little less responsive. I like playing my racing games with the analog stick.
I wonder if it's gonna be as sensitive.
It's a bit more accurate.
He's not even trying to use it.
Okay, we'll go back to the D-pad.
You're trying the D-pad, remember?
Yeah, we got the D-pad.
Still, it's like a 16-year-old driving the car that doesn't know how to drive. And you're teaching them to drive. Teaching them to drive.
Alright, and roll we
do. Get the hell out of my way. Get on my way too. Oh, I can hear. Wow, that's loud.
Working pretty well with the D-pad, actually.
The music's kind of catchy.
Yeah, the music is pretty
each
catchy.
state has its own music,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very, very catchy in some of them.
All right, back to the aisle.
Besides the catchy game over screen, what makes you like this game?
I like the handling of the cars. I mean, it feels like real racing.
Really?
Yeah. Like sort of, it's sort of Gran Turismo without the
Shifting?
with a bit more speed.
How are the controls compared to the other racing games that we played?
The controls are pretty simple. I mean, the car handles nicely. Like I just have to tap it.
Do you use the trigger buttons or?
Yes, you use the right trigger for gas, and the left trigger is your brake. So it'll brake on there. See, now we're doing a little bit better.
With the D-pad?
Well, when it comes to the turns, the D-pad isn't preferred.
So you're just trying a combination of what works best?
Yeah.
Seems fair. I mean,
And you can switch back and forth. I mean, I'm right back to the analog stick. See?
Now, even though this came out before the Dreamcast came out before the PlayStation 2
Yeah.
and GameCube, it was really on point with having the analog stick.
Yeah. The analog stick's probably one of the best analog sticks I've used outside of
But I don't think it was utilized enough in games that it should have mattered.
yeah. I can agree on that.
A lot of games where you think that you should use the analog stick, use the D-pad, and games that you think that should use the D-pad, use the analog stick.
Yeah. I think it should have been more of an accepted universal use the analog stick.
Either or.
Right.
Choice. Give me choice.
Whereas usually once we got to the GameCube pretty much required you to use the analog stick, but Nintendo had been pushing the analog stick since the N64. And the way that Nintendo did, they just had you assign other stuff to the D-pad.
Right. Like in
like Wind Waker and all that.
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Was used for different things, different tools that you had. Ocarina of Time also used the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time used the D-pad for different things. Animal Crossing used it. Eternal Darkness, same thing. You know, all those.
Come on.
That D-pad, the directional thing had. Oh wow, you're 8th this time instead of 9th.
Yes.
Good.
My numbers are getting better. Well, we're back on the Riviera. Let's see if it's raining. 100% rain. Yay!
You're running it backwards.
Yeah.
You know, I never really liked rally racing. Like watching it on TV. Like watching F1 and all those.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but I really liked playing rally games or racing games like
Well, honestly, they just add more challenge. They add more,
Out-Unzer Racing.
Huh?
Out-Unzer Racing.
Okay.
For either for the Nintendo or the Genesis, but that was really a lot of fun. But like this, in the same vein, you know, it has replayability.
Right.
This game is like an old friend that you go to see every once in a while because it is fun. Oh, we're 5th, 4th, 6th, 5th. Come on, you can do it.
If you're not playing bumper cars the entire time, you can actually get pretty far in this with this Riviera course.
That would be kind of fun, a bumper car racing game.
There was a game called Bump and Jump, but no, nothing with actual bumper cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it, Ray. You can do it. You can do it. Go. Get off the wall.
All right.
Game over, yeah.
All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next title.
Yay. Very cheery. What?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we're back, everybody. We're taking a look now at Phantasy Star Online.
It was developed by Sonic Team and published by SEGA for the Dreamcast. And guess what? It is the only game that was developed by the entire Sonic Team that was strictly for online play.
Oh, it's the only one by Sonic Team?
No. The game was solely created for online play. SEGA Chairman.
Oh yeah. It's not that it wasn't. There are other online capable games.
Yeah, but this
is
one
specifically.
Okay, it's not online play; it's network play.
Okay.
But their
Same
SEGA
difference,
chairman
really.
Okawa believed that the internet gaming would become important, and so he had Sonic Team start working on this game after I think the completion of Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the original.
He was right in that aspect. Maybe
they were a little bit early.
He had a little bit too much foresight.
Yeah, a little bit early. Matched with the whole console failing poorly due to PlayStation 2.
Well, and you had internet speeds weren't exactly. Well, I mean, if you were in the city, you might have had a really good connection, or you had like cable.
You know, when
wait, no, I don't even think it's true. Right?
No, we didn't get cable or DSL or anything like that until like 2001. That it became available for regular old day users. Believe me, I know. I paid $100 a month for DSL.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't really available to the general populace at that point.
Anyways,
what about people on college networks?
I'm sure they.
Because T1 lines, I'm sure we were running on T1 at the dorm, and one of our engineering folks got in with the computer IT people and patched his personal computer to play fucking StarCraft.
Really?
Off of the T1 connection.
My dear lord, I would have been mad.
Anyway, it helps if you run the IT department.
Anyways, this is a 3D rendered game, and Okawa did something really, really awesome, right? The game was released in Japan in 2000, but it was given to us in 2001. Mm-hmm. So, later, to help the market in Japan, dial-up internet services were charged by minute.
Well, as in most dial-up.
You could get packages, right?
Yeah.
5 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours unlimited, which was basically 20 hours a month. At least if you had CompuServe or AOL, that's how much it was.
500 minutes free.
Anyways, in Japan, it's dial-up internet services were pay by minute.
SEGA ネットゲーム。勇気を出して言葉にしよう。
はじめまして。一緒に冒険しませんか？
はじめましてから始まる RPG ファンタシースターオンライン。